everyone. This is Craft Collects, and welcome to another mail call. This is the mail call for November. If you're unfamiliar with the channel and this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. This is the channel where I talk shop about collectibles, all different scales and sizes, the ones that's going in and the ones that's going out, various different reasons for me to collect and different things that I do collect. If you're returning, appreciate you for coming back and listening to this whole intro. Let's just get straight into the arrivals. Target do be having them sales sometimes. It's always hard to find some Tamashii Nation figures on Target, but sometimes when you have the opportunity and they're dropping one of those 25 off, 50 or whatever sales they have going on, you gotta pounce. So I pounced on a SHF Figure Arts Tanjiro. I always knew there was going to be a sale on him. Best Buy currently has it available, I think, right now at this moment. It's an amazing looking figure, and I stopped myself from getting it while in Tamashii Nations in New York, and I just wanted to wait because I want to start with him. Even though I already have Giyu saved, I wanted to start with him and make sure I could build out the display and the squad themselves. So yeah, able to get this for said price that you see on screen. I think it was like 25 bucks, which is a great steal, and awesome to see what this one looks like in person. Staying with the Tamashii Nations brand, this is the last piece of the Global Freaks Casualties. Ouch, I know this is the last time I will be saying it until I make the video about said experience. But yeah, I had to dig deep, found a good retailer that was selling it for close enough to the price that I already spent money on. It sucks that I've lost out on that money. That's a complete separate subject, but you know what? Getting these figures in hand, seeing them in person, kind of makes you forget. No, you don't forget. You don't forget. We're hoping that Tamashii keeps the train rolling with a lot of the other figures that come with soft goods, aka why did Tanjiro, the figure I just looked at before this, not come with soft goods? I guess, you know, certain ones do look good with cloth capes, and then the other ones don't look too good with cloth cloaks. Let's see where they go with this into the future as they build out as a pretty known company. And yeah, all of that to say, like, yeah, this is Super Saiyan Gohan, and can't wait for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan to come out next. All right, so this the big box. This the one I gotta sit down for, sit upright, make sure that my posture is correct as I list off the items that came out of this one. This was a buildup of items in my warehouse. I like to do that. Only receive at least 3 packages a year, because there's no reason I'm not in a rush to have these figures come in. I just want to make sure that they come in at a decent price. I think the shipping for all of these figures, I think it's going to be 5 to 6 figures in total, was around 50 bucks. And what you'll see is we'll just split it at $10 a figure. That's awesome for the price that I got them for each. So let's speed it up and start with the first one on the list. That is SHF Giyu. This was the precursor to knowing if I was gonna stick with the line or if I was gonna actually start the line itself. I already made my video about me changing my mind on why I started getting the SHF Demon Slayer figures and why I was cooled in the beginning, and now I'm just like super hype, especially after finishing so much of the newest season. Man, I'm locked in. I'm all in, and the new releases that's coming out, those will be locked in too. So Giyu, awesome to have you part of the collection. And next, let's go over to one of the dope looking pieces. This is the Full Power Frieza, but I've already picked one up in the previous mail call, so we won't be taking this one out. This will be going into the pile of maybe you'll go to Makari. But great figure, as you know, you see on the screen here. I just throw up some more promo pictures. Boom, that's it. Now, Mayfex Bane. I haven't taken this figure out yet. I actually just transported over to storage, but man, I'm so hype I locked this one in when I had the opportunity to. You gotta have a Bane in a Batman display / collection, and even though this is probably very specific to the Nightfall series / saga, he fits in anything Batman related. Super articulate, super detailed. The shading on it looks great. Doesn't have to come with a bunch of accessories because he is the accessory himself. And yeah, this is the piece. It's way bigger than I expected, and I knew it was big when I saw it in everybody else's reviews. So it's just always great to see these figures in person, and That's it. Keep doing what you're doing, Mayfex. Next, I know this is the problem child of the Final Fantasy display figures and Bring Arts Cloud Strife. I've seen nothing but issues with, I think it's is it the legs or the torso? The man just comes apart like a Lego character. I'm disappointed that I didn't wait, because this, which I thought was gonna sell really well, I got it for 70 something, like $72, and then on this recent Black Friday, the thing was like $30, bro. And that's my fault. I speak this route of doing things so much that I should have followed it myself. So boom, we got a Cloud, but also a Sephiroth. You can't have Cloud without Sephiroth. That is the end all be all of video game rivalries, and I don't remember why they were fighting outside of some kind of environmental beef. Is that what the whole game is about? Is it something about the environment? But yeah, Sephiroth, I've seen only one video review about it. I didn't know what to expect before I ordered it. I just knew it was Sephiroth and I needed to have it. And this, I'm gonna pose the hell out of this when I get it out the box. I just hope it doesn't come apart just as bad. But yeah, Sephiroth locked into the team. Showing my support for fellow creators is U2's. And this is the first U2's I've actually supported. Back to the plushes, like I said in the last video. This is Jobby the Hong. Where am I at with my collecting? This is just amazing to watch in real time. But we got a Jobby plushie, and you know, it's just to show support for some of these creators that make me laugh. They entertain me, and they also provide some education on the figures that we collect together. So yeah, this is Joby's little character, and as we should bless it with a proper review, we'll give it 2. So I can't fool you that I only have a few pre-orders for this month, because I actually ended up going way over my budget for November, because I physically went to the Tamashii Nation store and a few other physical locations and found figures that were on great prices. So I can't even be like, oh wow, look how little pre-orders I have for this month, because I know I did actually go over budget. But I put in a pre-order on Amazon for the Tamashii Nation's Ultra Instinct reissue for Goku. I have the Toyotaru version, which is the significantly better molded version, but I've been looking at it recently. I'm like, dang, he looks really good in the box, and that box looks really good in as a whole. So maybe I'll just keep this in box and get this one and pose this one up with the black hole journey that I have. Let's see how that goes. But I ended up picking this one up just as a win. We'll see how I feel when it gets closer to the day of reckoning. The other one that was pretty pricey on the pre-order side is picking up the 1/12 scale now, guys. 1/12 scale. Let me just remind you, 1/12 scale. The real Ghostbusters Peter Venkman and Sam Hain Collector's 2-pack. $202 for this. You hear me? $202 for this. We've spoken about this in various circles about the price that Mondo is pricing their 1/12 Ghostbusters for. It could be some licensing thing. I don't know all the other number stuff. I'm a real Ghostbusters fan, and I really wanted somebody to make these, and I'm a fan of Fan Plastic. For all of these things added up to me ended up putting down a $202 deposit. That sucks. Let's see how these look in person. They're not super articulate, because when you've seen a Ghostbuster hit a handstand or a cartwheel, never. But yeah, 2 pre-orders to my name, and yeah, that's it for this month. Dope to see for November. Making this video pretty short, thankfully. That's it. That's November. Like I said, I was hoping this was going to be a quick month when I was going over the pictures, and then I looked into the other receipts that I had and forgot, but now I remember the reason why this month was actually a little bit or a lot of it over budget. Appreciate you watching. Let me know what you got in the comments once again for the month of November, or just recently. What did you pick up? What was your favorite pickup? And if it's anything that you see here, tell me how silly you also are for picking up the same thing as me. That's just the fun part of collecting, where we get to communicate and talk about the items that we are so in love with, or the characters that we're so in love with, that we will spend $202 on getting a plastic representation in your collection. It was great talking once again. Let's get ready for the end of December. We'll get ready to talk about what is coming into the collection soon. I hope you guys are doing well. Hug your loved ones and hold your figures real close. I'll talk to you in December. Peace.
Great job.